Hi, let's try to understand value functions in the Power BI. So before starting this topic, I have a question for you. So have you ever noticed a blank row appearing in your Power BI report that does not exist actually in your data? So many developers just assume value and distinct behave like a same, but the mistake can lead to happen data issue and incorrect result. So in a real project, this can break your data model without you even realizing it. So in this video, you will clearly understand how to value work and how it is different from the distinct and when to use each one correctly. So come on the screen, let's try to understand this DAX function and then do some practical. Let's try to understand the value in the Power BI. So value basically written as single column table, right? Of the unique value that when the column name is given. If a table name is supplied, value written the entire table plus blank row. That is a one common difference in the distinct and the value. So syntax is very simple. There is a value. Either you can take table name or you can the column name and give the result. Let's try to understand what is the difference in the DAX and the value. So DAX basically, this is one example here. You have the two table. One your dimension table, basically we call it as a lookup table, and here is the fact table. So in the dimension table, let's suppose there is a product ID and the product. So product ID is a 12, 13, 14. But in your fact table, there is another two IDs available. There is 15 or 16. So what will happen? If you will take it as a distinct, so distinct will give the result as a 12, 13, 14. Distinct always give the value 12, 13, 14. But if you are using the value always give the entire value of this. So in the product ID, it will give the blank and the quantity will give like this. So why we are using it? If you are thinking you are missing any value in your lookup table, so always use the value. That is the pro tips from my end. So let's do one thing. Let's quickly jump on the Power BI and try to understand this function practically. So this is our Power BI reports, and I'll go there in data view. In data view, let's create a one more table there. So we have already created the one table on the last video. If you are not go through that, so there is a link on the top. You can go there and try to understand the distinct functions. I'll do one thing. I'll just copy this, create a new table for understanding this topic. Paste. Now I'm just taking the example of the value. So I'll give the value there. So distinct, there is no blank. If I'll use the value, hit the enter, it will give the blank value also, right? Okay. So let's take the another one example, category or group. Hit enter. See, there's a one blank value here. If I use the distinct, there is no blank value, right? So let's take the value here and try to understand this on the visual side. I'll just write some matrix here, right? So in this matrix, let's zoom a little bit. I'll add some value there which just recently created, right? So in the row, I will take a product category from the product lookup, right? And okay, let's take this value and put it there in this. Let's take the customer sales and put it there in the value. And now observe, this is one blank value. Why? Because some data are available in the fact table. If I'm using the distinct, so there's no value over there. So there's a common difference in the distincts. There's no blank value, always come the blank. So I hope you understand this. I will give you one assignment related to the distincts and the value, and we'll do this assignment together. See you in the next video. Stay tuned.